Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Skip A-Oki, and welcome to the A-OK Show. And we have a very, very special guest today. He shares the same name as him, or should I say, I share the same name as he. His name is Skip Terrific. Skip, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm tired. It's morning.
I'm sorry that I made you wake up early and everything. I apologize.
I was already up.
Okay. How's everything been going for you, brother?
I mean, compared to April, pretty good.
Pretty good. Now, for some of my fans that may not know who you are, explain who you are, what you do inside the ring, and all of that fun stuff.
Okay, I'm Skip Terrific. Inside the ring, I wrestle.
Okay, like what type of wrestling style?
I mean, just pro wrestling. I mean, I don't really classify myself as really anything, really.
Okay.
I'm sure that's not the popular answer, but
hey, I get all sorts of different answers on my show.
Wrestling is wrestling.
I got you. Now, where did you get your start in wrestling?
Ooh, all the way back in Lubbock, Texas, where I'm my hometown. Was the scene started my initial training in 2013.
Okay.
And my training was pretty much a little sporadic. My original trainer, El Grande, started training us, but then in real life he went to join the police department. So then I got some training down at Old School Wrestling in Odessa.
Okay.
Then really started training at Top of Texas Wrestling in Amarillo when I started working their shows. So and a little bit of the Christian Wrestling Federation, the Lubbock version. So a lot of my original training was kind of sporadic, but
when did you start wrestling? Like, how long into the training did it take before you started getting into the ring in front of people?
See, I really say September of 2015 as really when I started working. But as early as 2014, I did one battle royal, then two matches at another company in Amarillo that didn't last that very long.
Okay.
But then I just kind of had to wait and keep training for my turn in September of 2015. This is when I really I call my first match was really my fifth match, but it was my first singles match, and that's when I really just started working consistently.
Nice. Where are you currently working? As soon as all of this ends, where can people find you at?
Okay, basically I've recently been featured on MPX.
Nice.
I did not wear the shirt for plugging purposes. It was just next shirt in my rotation, but
well, I'm gonna plug them. Go check out MPX if you're in the Bedford area.
Oh yeah, definitely. And let's see, my next scheduled. That's what I have scheduled, but the way things are, things can pop up. September 19th, Advanced Pro Wrestling.
Nice.
Is it the 19th? I want to get that date right. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it's the 19th. Yeah, the 19th.
19th.
And I probably shouldn't go into more details because I wasn't even sure if I was supposed to announce that yet, but oops.
Breaking news.
I was like, it hasn't been officially announced yet, but so I guess I won't go further into what I'll be doing, but
awesome.
So, thanks for wrestling on Facebook. Boom.
There we go. Now, you and I met actually a long time ago. I say long time ago. It was this year. It had to have been at a show here in Waco, and that was a lot of fun. That's where That's where we first became friends. We found out that we both had the same name, and we were like, bro.
I was like, who is this son? Oh wait, are we allowed to cuss on here?
I sure, why not?
I'll keep it kind of mild. Who's this son of a bitch calling himself Skip? Actually, no. I think we met before that.
Did we?
Will's Point, right? Wherever I Will's Point, like I think it was ETCW's last show. It had Brian Cage on it.
Yeah. Okay. So you were at that show. Okay, that's right.
That show.
Brian Cage, absolute delight. Shout out to Brian Cage doing his thing on AEW. And Brian Cage, if you're watching this, hey, I'd love to have you on the show, man.
Go ahead. About that. I was like, wait, are we allowed to break kayfabe on this?
I don't care. It's however you want to be portrayed to the public.
But no, like a funny story. Like one of the guys I was in a match with was like right next to me in the locker room, and he walked away, and then I felt someone walk back into his place. So I started talking to him, thinking it was the other guy, but it was Brian Cage. I was like, oh, sorry, it's good. It was like, oh, Brian. Then I told him, I was just like, yeah, I thought Brian Cage was you, and he was like, thank you, Skip. But no.
Do you remember who that was?
Yeah. It was Corey O'Neill.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I remember who it was. I was just like, should I put his name out there? I'm like, yeah, why not?
Why not? That's what this show is about, is helping people get connections, synergy, trying to help out with other people, finding other people. But yeah, Brian Cage, if you want in, let me know. The fastest rising, I can't even say that, because my boy Skip has his own show. I'm going to plug that.
Okay.
So 7 questions with Skip. Tell me about that. Tell me what that's all about.
Okay. Basically, and I'll start, man, and I had to stop, I should get to that, but no, basically, I've always wanted to do, either, I'm still kind of into it, but there was a time when I was, way into wrestling podcast, partly because, my last job in Lubbock required a whole lot of driving.
Yeah.
So I would either have to listen to podcasts or my coworkers talk. So we're a wrestling podcast. I've always wanted to do that, or do something where I'm interviewing my fellow workers, and I just wasn't sure how to go about it. And I never wanted anything too long.
Yeah.
I wanted a few minutes one. Few minutes, and then I just had the epiphany one day. Maybe epiphany is not the right word, but had thought one day is my name's Skip. 7 also starts with an S. 7 questions. That shouldn't take long.
Yeah.
So I had the idea, and I got Alejandra the Lion to help me out. I was like, hey, can I interview you? And she was like, yeah, Skip, go ahead. And record the pilot that night. So
that's awesome.
And been tweaking it ever since. I was getting a lot in the can, but then I kind of slowed down, thinking it was I have enough in the can. Not thinking that there'd be this worldwide pandemic that just shuts wrestling and everything else down.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing at that, but
I get that.
Then guess in the first couple of weeks, MPX was back, recorded 5 episodes, only released 4. We won't get into that. And now I'm just decided to put it on hold until things get back to normal, even though it's not going to be as it was. But as soon as wrestling's a little bit more consistent, I'll start recording again.
Okay, great. So whenever... Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And also on the Skipstagram, I started a vlog series. Used to have my own vlog series back in the day called Getting Terrific, which is still my old, even though I'm thinking about deleting that old Facebook page, which I haven't done anything with years. and delete all the early Getting Terrifics, because I'm like, I was so young and stupid, and my hair was short in some of those, and I didn't like that.
I get that. I miss the days of the long flowing hair. Not just for you, but for me as well. My hair was halfway down my back, and I had to shave it all off. So
I mean, past 2 years have been, I found the happy medium, but no, there's like a kind of joke saying that like any time in my career where I actually had short hair is non-canon.
yeah,
Like that was not really a good time in my career, but I kept on getting myself in trouble. I couldn't not do it, but as soon as I started growing my hair back out, I stopped getting myself in trouble, so I blamed it on the hair.
that's what'll do it is the hair.
On my end, it was just a hair.
Yeah, just the hair.
Yeah.
Now, with you traveling, I mean, you said Abilene, Odessa. Now you're up in the DFW area. Oh, you travel a lot. Do you have any good road stories? What's the craziest thing that's happened on the road?
The craziest thing? I mean, I'm not one of these. I'm not like one of these guys from the '80s that tell stories about drugs and defecation and defecating drugs and drug and. But no. Craziest road story.
Take your time. I'm gonna take a drink. Monster, if you're watching this is my favorite. Sponsor me. You know. Hey.
Let's see. I preferred the green ones, but the last time I went shopping, they were out the green ultras. So
Yeah.
I bought a 10-pack of that, but the greens are the best. But
I like the white ones because they have that citric taste to them. So it's kind of like an orange juice.
oh yeah, these are the ones I'm talking about.
What do those taste like?
Kind of like a Jolly Rancher, to be honest.
Okay, like a green apple one.
Yeah.
That's not
And
bad.
the last few times I've been back home in West Texas, like last few times I've been back home in West Texas, which last time was actually technically February, but these weren't available then. Hopefully they are now, but
I see them all around. So hopefully you can find some up there. Have you thought of a story yet? Anything come to mind?
Man, trying to think of who I want to bury. No, I'm kidding.
No burying, only lifting. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Here's one that was recent. Well, relatively recent. And this, our normal carload, Austin. Anyway, it was me, the buddy system, and Angelique. We were going to ACW in Austin.
Okay.
Of course, CT was running late. And this was also on one of my vlogs. Like, I upload them to the Skipstagram, but they're Skipstagram exclusive, even though every few days I go to or like a few days after which I'll upload them on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just so there's like a backlog of it that's easy to find.
Yeah.
And here in a second I'll check to see the name of the episode, but basically CT was running late like he always does, which it's real and it's really bad when I call someone out on being late, because funny thing about me, I cannot stand being late for shows, but literally everything else in life I'm late for.
I get that.
but no, like, so anyway, we're about to enter the greater Austin area. We were about like 10 minutes out, so his tire blows out.
Oh no.
So we had to pull into gas station, yada yada. His tire like blew out. He doesn't have a spare because his car gives him
Yeah.
Or take home like a thing that that'll air it up.
I had one of those.
For a flat, it's fine, but for a blowout, can't really do anything. So I had to call a tow truck. that was able to get us to a Walmart tire center because I'll keep in mind the show's on a Sunday, so these places close earlier.
Yeah.
Like all the Austin companies tend to run on Sundays. So that's what I've noticed. But get to a Walmart tire center in, I believe, Georgetown. I believe that's like the first city in the greater Austin area. So yeah, it takes forever to get it done, and he is just defeated, like from the whole experience.
Yeah.
And it was a good part. Like finally, he gets the tire on. Like I'm messaging the promoter. He luckily that show has like 20. It's like a 20 match card. I'm only exaggerating a little bit, but it's that sort of like most shows should only run like 5 to 7 cards, unless it's a bar atmosphere. A bar atmosphere, you can run as many as you want, and it's fine.
Right.
That's there was a great debate on Twitter like yesterday or the day before about shows running too long.
Mm-hmm.
If a show runs at a bar, it could run all night. It works.
It does.
But anyway, like so I was saying, like he gets it on, and the Walmart tire guy, he was like like chastising CT because his lug nuts were swollen on the tires.
Oh,
like,
wow.
you need to get those fixed. You got the swollen nuts. He kept on saying swollen nuts. he was getting lectured. He's like, and
I hate getting lectured about my nuts.
like, he's like, they kept on saying swollen nuts. So we finally got to the car. We were like, CT has swollen nuts. Like, because the rest of us are 12 years old, and we find that funny.
Right. No, I completely understand that. I'd be making that same joke.
Like he and CT had the best quote. Be like, I know it's funny. I just don't feel like laughing about it right now. I mean, we laugh about it now, but that was just like the quote. It's like, guys, I know it's funny, but
right. Just back off for a couple minutes. Let us get to the show, and then I'll be okay.
Yeah, we wrapped this show. It's like about an hour into it. Like, I'll walk in and be like, all right, guys, Skip's here. We can start the show now. Anyway.
That's awesome.
The rest of it, I was able to get some Austin food. There's a pizza place I like by that venue, but actually, I think got some like vegan tacos, not knowing they were vegan, but they're still good.
Yeah, I just tried vegan cookies for the first time this past weekend, and they weren't bad.
Yeah, like something like vegan or vegetarian stuff, like isn't bad. It's just, as long as you can give it a chance.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian.
I'm not either.
But I mean, I'm open to that sort of stuff. Hey, here it's better for you. So I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Right. Now, Skip, I don't want to keep you too long. Plus, we can't really see your beautiful face.
Oh, I still can't see my face?
You can't, but that's okay.
I can see your face.
Well, thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you back on, and we can talk again. But until then, where can people find you? I'm sorry, my good sir. I mean, we can keep talking. That's fine. But I just want people to see how beautiful you are. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'll let that slide.
All right. So, where can people find you?
Okay. You can find me on @SkipTerrific on both Twitter and Skipstagram.
Okay.
Let's see, my YouTube channel, I guess it's YouTube/SkipTerrific. I'm actually not sure, but man, you'll find 7 questions. You'll find the backlog of vlogs, a couple matches. Let's see, Facebook friend requests. It's Skip Torres because Zuckerberg didn't believe my last name was Terrific, so that was like the closest last name I could think of.
But he could believe that my name was Aaron Skip Towns.
It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, I don't make it.
I don't either. So,
and please don't put Skip Torres on posters. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything if I'm like debuting for the company because
Right.
I was like, remember, Skip Terrific. Okay, on the poster, Skip Torres.
This
But
gentleman is Skip
I was like the
Terrific.
correct announcer beforehand. Oh, well. But anyway, and hopefully more places will open up. I wrestle more places and get back to it. So.
All right. And everyone, the links will be in the description below. Make sure that you click them. Go follow him. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, click the bell, all the YouTube stuff in order to get notifications from me, Skip A-Oki, whenever I upload a video.
Skip with 2 P's.
Yeah, Skip with 2 P's. And we have decided to title this video Skip Squared. Well, I have, but So, thank you everyone for joining us. Remember to stay A-OK.